and it's 12. If you are watching this, I'm actually doing a recorded video because I'm on vacation. So today's Thursday. Welcome on in. I know it's been such an exciting week. We're prepping up for the 4th of July that is tomorrow. I can't even believe that. I don't even know where time went. And so it is actually, it's a great day today as always. I wanted to come on here, again, this is not a live video, so we do have people monitoring commentary and such if you guys want to interact with Pink Seamer Home. It's just not me. However, I have so many things to show you. We had an incredible PZTV this week. I'm standing on the set still, and I cannot believe the amount of excitement. The fall fragrances are here. It's all of the above. But what I wanted to really do and to take some time and focus in on was the fact that we're actually still in our behind the scent fragrance focus was Summer Apple. I want to talk a little bit about that. And then of course I've got some blends and such. I can't leave you without blends. That's just what I do. So welcome on in. If you are new to me and you've never hung out with me before, I want to invite you in to come hang out. Like I said, we do have somebody monitoring comments today. So if you have some questions, be sure to ask them and they can answer you as well. Here for 10 weeks, we've been capitalizing on a fragrance focus. And so this week's fragrance focus was actually, has been Summer Apple. And so I want to talk a little bit about Summer Apple and how fantastic it is. You know, Summer Apple, it basically encompasses everything that you can think of when you think of freshness. It's a little bit lighter. You know, a lot of the apples that we launched last night are more of your winter apple. Like I have warm apple pie, candied cinnamon. That's actually not the Summer Apple that I'm referencing. Is more of an uplifting, a lighter apple, such as your Honeycrisp, and you know, your Envies, whereas your Red Delicious, those are more of your heavier apples that you see in the fall. You know, apples are definitely, it's one of the first fruits that we probably ate as a small child, so they're nostalgic. Every time that you, in particular, you smell apple, it takes you back, right? So this week's focus was apple, Summer Apple, and then kind of led us into some of these heavier fall fragrances. It's a hodgepodge kind of fragrance since it overlapped a little bit. And hopefully everybody capitalized on their favorite apple fragrances. I know for me, Tiki Beach actually left. That was one of my favorites that we had from the summertime that had hints of summer apple and coconut. Still tons of those fragrances available. So definitely capitalize on that if you haven't already. So I want to give you some recipes leading into the 4th of July. We're going to start off strong, and then we're going to talk about this guy here. So in case you missed it, Moment of Calm made a return, and it has come back stronger than ever. So we're going to talk about that too. So I'm going to go grab some recipes, and we're going to talk about these amazing fragrances. So the first one that I want to give you, and again, some fun, you know, lighthearted, more, some of these fragrances that I'm going to give you are a little bit what I would call fresher summer fragrances rather than your heavier fall fragrances that I actually gave you yesterday if you were tuned in. So I'm going to grab up some light summer fragrances and we're just going to talk about them here. I've got here some of my favorites that we have had in the line for quite a while. So if you are a lover of cherry, blueberry, and then of course the infamous amaretto cream, I have one for you. So the first one that we're going to actually blend together is I am calling, let's see, did I not grab my amaretto? Oh, I did. Okay, hold on just a minute. Sorry. I'm used to being live at noon, so if you see here, I actually have my cup of coffee because it's a little early. I wanted to record this so everybody would have this to tune in tomorrow. So bear with me. I'm actually just only one cup of coffee in, so I will wake up here in just a second. All right. So I've got 3 fragrances here in front of me. I've got Blueberry Waffles, Amaretto Cream, and then the infamous Cherry B-O-M-B, which we all know and love, Cherry Bomb. What I love about this fragrance recipe is it's gonna pull all kinds of bright fruits together, and then it's gonna rope it in with the amaretto cream. So I actually call this one Bomb Pop. It's a lot of fun, right, for the 4th of July. So I've got your cherry bomb here, and then we're gonna pull out some blueberry waffles, and then I've got some amaretto cream. Good stuff, right? Amaretto cream, if you don't have that in your life, that is definitely one that you need in your fragrance arsenal. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Everybody loves it. It mixes beautifully with what we just launched. So, you know, your pumpkins, your apples, especially your summer apples. But then here we're gonna pair it up with some fresher, brighter fruits. So you'll see that it's just one of those fragrances that just rolls with everything. So we're gonna start off with blueberry waffles. I'm gonna do a couple scoops of that. And then I'm gonna do a couple scoops of the cherry BOMB, and then I'm gonna come in strong with some amaretto cream. Okay, so the 3 of those combined, fantastic. This is called Bomb Pop. Like I said, perfect. Look at those colors in there. Perfect for the upcoming 4th of July season that we have on Friday. So we're gonna blend the 3 of these together here. All right. Be sure to ask comments, ask questions and such. Like I said, I have, this is not a live video, but I do have somebody monitoring commentary behind the scenes. So definitely feel free to ask away. All right. So that was your Bomb Pop, right? Definitely make this one perfect for the 4th of July. All right, we're gonna move this one aside for now. Anytime that you guys are ever order, you know, of course you always had a chance. Every bag that I put together goes in somebody's package. That's just what we do here at Pink Zebra Home. Maybe give us a shout out if you've ever received one of those bags. I know it's really exciting whenever that comes in your package to get a little extra something, just a little extra perk and so forth. So, all right, I'm gonna give you a few more. I wanna give you one more that has some, let's see here. We're gonna do that one a little bit later. I'm gonna give you another one that I think is pretty good, pretty fresh. For those of you that like, I would say more masculine fragrances, this is what we're gonna capitalize on now. All right, so this next one I'm calling Pacific Coast Dude. I want to talk about this one fragrance. Well, actually there's 3 fragrances that this encompasses. So for those of you that like fresh, maybe this time of year too, you like more of a clean fragrance, you're not maybe quite ready to embrace the pumpkins and the apples, this would be for you. I pulled out some Fireside Vanilla, and I gotta say, this is definitely another must-have. It's part of our signature line. It never goes away. It's an incredible mixer. So our fragrance notes encompass smoky vanilla, bourbon, and then woody cologne. That's Fireside Vanilla. Absolutely fantastic. So we're gonna start off with that one, and then we're gonna lead into Beachside Boardwalk. All right, so this one actually, whoop, that was a little full. This one made an appearance, I think, back in May. That's when it originally launched. And I gotta say, my friends, I absolutely love this fragrance. It has definitely been one of my absolute favorites. And I think that what I love about it, here you can see a picture of it, is it's the water lotus, right? So this is a really clean, watery fragrance. It's absolutely beautiful. I've been using it quite a bit in my house. Oh my gosh. And it's exactly what it is. I'm really drawn into that water lotus. So this is gonna add a level of freshness to the Fireside Vanilla. And then the 3rd fragrance I'm pulling out is Aqua Blue. So this is a very masculine scent, masculine cologne, redwood and suede. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna pair the 3 of these together, and I am calling this one Pacific Coast Dude. So for those of you that are beach lovers, like masculine, this would be right up your alley, definitely. And then have no fear. I have some more, I would say, more feminine recipes here, maybe more softer recipes that we're gonna take in Moment of Calm with here in just a little bit. All right, so again, I just put this one together this morning. I know I love all 3 of these separately. So I thought, you know what, let's do something that has maybe take a different turn, since we're gonna talk a lot about Moment of Calm. And if you were live with me yesterday, then you know that I really capitalized on all of these fall fragrances. So I think it's nice to kind of shift gears a little bit and see kind of, you know, basically tap into everyone's scent family, whatever it is that you love, you know, just so that we're catering to everybody. This is fabulous. Oh my goodness, Pacific Coast Dude. I might have to take one of these home with me. Smells so good. All right, so aqua blue, right? Very fresh, very masculine, watery. Your infamous Fireside Vanilla. Definitely a purchase this Fireside Vanilla because it blends so beautifully with everything. And then Beachside Boardwalk. So all three of these combined, Pacific Coast Dude. Super wonderful recipe. I really like it a lot, so definitely. If you watched the show on Tuesday with Sonia and I, let Pink Zebra know in the comments. Of course, I'm not live right now, but they will answer you just to generate some, some buzz. What was your favorite and why? Like, what are you most excited about that made a return to the line? I know for me, I love the fall fragrances. I love them all. But if you watched, pumpkin bread will always have my heart and soul and then some, because I think everybody needs pumpkin bread in their life. But it was so hard to choose because I love so many of them. Warm apple pie, of course. I can go on and on. So it was definitely a fantastic fragrance launch. Of our kickoff to our fall season and so forth. All right, speaking of kickoffs to the fall season, if I had $1 for every person that asked me for this fragrance, I'd be really, really, really rich, okay? Moment of calm, my friends. Moment of calm. Let's take a moment of silence for a moment of calm, because I think there went an apple. Never know what's gonna happen up in here. Like I said, I haven't completely had all of my coffee just yet. So you guys are getting a not fully caffeinated Beth. All right, so I want to give you some history on this fragrance. It's fantastic. It's definitely one of those must-haves. Moment of calm. A lot of love for this one. Notes of salted pistachios, pink jasmine, and sun-warmed tonka. Available in 4 different formats. Sprinkles in a bag, sprinkles in a carton. We have a room spray and a diffuser oil. Got a lot of love for all of that. So it made its return. Highly requested fragrance whenever it launched back in January. If you were around and you watched then, it sold out in I think a week. And the reason it sold out is because those of you that are a part of Scent Flirt actually got to sneak peek this before it actually launched. So y'all knew how amazing it was, right? And so if you need it, if you want it, I would get it, because it's, it is going to be around. It is going to be, I believe it's going to be part of the signature line, but it's definitely a fantastic fragrance. All right. So I wanted to kind of take some, like I said, take a moment, a moment of calm, and really talk about what you can mix with this that is a part of the line right now to capitalize on this fragrance. So like I said, Moment of Calm has fragrance notes of salted pistachios, pink jasmine, and sun-warmed tonka. We talk about jasmine all the time. Very, very gorgeous fragrance. We had tons of fragrances this spring that launched jasmine. So definitely, I'm sure a lot of you probably have a lot of those fragrances. This in particular, though, what we have in the line right now, I grabbed up one that I know would blend really well. Beach Soul, which is one of my favorites. So it has notes of freesia, warm sugar, and amber haze. And then I'm going to pair up some Clean Comforts with it. Clean Comforts has, again, another jasmine fragrance, right? So warm jasmine, sage, and amber. We're going to rope in the 3 of these together. And I knew that this would blend pretty absolutely gorgeous because there's a lot of fragrance notes. What I love the most about this Moment of Calm is it has, so the tonka bean that is in that has vanilla, and it also has hints of caramel. So this is one of those fragrances that I just feel like all year round, it's gonna just bring the fire. It's gonna bring the joy. It's definitely a fantastic fragrance. So I am calling this recipe Sea Salt Serenity, and I have a feeling that I'm gonna need a lot of these that I put together. I put a lot of these serene recipes together for y'all, just so you would have them. All right, so we're gonna start off with some Beach Soul, and then I'm coming in with that Moment of Calm, okay? And then the last fragrance I have here is Clean Comforts. Again, this one is called Sea Salt Serenity. For you that love something, you know, beachy, relaxing, you know, I was live with Sonia yesterday, and she is a lover of yoga. She's practices and teaches yoga. She said, you know, this fragrance, oh man, is that gorgeous. Oh, that is so good. Moment of calm, beach soul, and clean comfort. So pretty. Sorry, side note. Sonia said she would use this in her yoga studio because it allows her, you know, that relaxation that she always is seeking, you know, when she's in there with her yogis. All right, so this is definitely one to make. Sea Salt Serenity. I love this. It's definitely pulling all of the beautiful fragrances together. A lot of times whenever I come up with a fragrance, I just put this together in my office this morning. I'll pull the fragrance notes and I'll say, okay, I know that has jasmine. I know that has jasmine. And this fragrance here has that sunwarm tonka. So it's going to give it kind of like a warm, clean lighter. And it did exactly that. So I think this would be a gorgeous body care fragrance. This actual mix would be wonderful. So Moment of Calm, Beach Soul, and Clean Comfort is definitely a winner in my book, you guys. Woohoo! I love it when we come up with good recipes. All right, next up, I wanted to pull in again a different fragrance. So we're gonna put the Beach Soul aside. I'm gonna do something very similar. However, I'm gonna pull in Luxe Comfort, which is gonna pull your sandalwood. So Luxe Comfort has cashmere, vanilla, creamy sandalwood, and sage fragrance notes. And then we're gonna use, oh, man, does that smell good. The Moment of Calm, and then here is your Clean Comfort. Again, kind of a similar fragrance, but it takes it to a different level because it adds in sandalwood. If you have ever hung out with me before, you know sandalwood is my jam, amber is my jam. All three of these are gonna blend very beautifully together. Elevated Escape, we're gonna start off with some Luxe Comfort, come in with that Moment of Calm, and then last but not least is the Clean Comforts. Okay. So again, today I am not live. So if you are commenting and I'm not commenting back, that is exactly why. I decided to take a mini vacation. So that's where I'm at. So hopefully you guys are gonna have a wonderful 4th of July because today is Thursday. So I cannot believe it. I don't know. I feel like June went by so quickly. My kids are gone. They've been gone for a week now. Back home to Illinois, so they're enjoying my family, and then my husband and I are gonna actually be it's gonna just be the two of us for the 4th of July, which it has, to my knowledge, it's not been that way in 16 years because we've had our oldest is 16, so I'm not sure what we're gonna do. We haven't really decided yet. It's gonna be fun. All right, Elevated Escape, Moment of Calm, Clean Comfort, and Luxe Comfort. Definitely make that one. Last year at this time, we were actually, I remember we had the hurricane come through, which is crazy because we had never experienced that before. That was the first, you know, you moved to Texas and then the hurricane happens, whatever. Okay, all right. I'm gonna give you a couple more I have here in front of me. And these just embrace that Moment of Calm that I've been talking about, right? So this is the first one that I'm gonna give you is just a 2 fragrance recipe. I'm pulling out Moment of Calm and then Clean Comforts. So the 2 of these together, and when you pair up just the 2 fragrances, then of course you're gonna smell more of each. It makes sense, right? Because you don't have that third in there. So your Moment of Calm has your salted pistachios, pink jasmine, sunwarm tonka, and then we're gonna do Clean Comfort, which is your warm jasmine, your sage, and your amber. So again, like fragrance would be the jasmine, and then the amber and the sunwarm tonka are gonna combine to give it a warm smell. I'm really excited to see what happens with this one. I think this is definitely gonna be one to write down and that sort of thing. I really, truly, mixing fragrances is something that I absolutely love. I'm so passionate about it. I hope that you, when you guys watch and you learn and you do this yourself, this is something that you love and that you fall in love with it. I want to encourage you to not be afraid to blend your scents because really it makes the possibilities when you have as many fragrances in the line that we do endless if you think about it. Because I just took Moment of Calm just now and I have like 6 different recipes just with just a handful of fragrances. So it's kind of mind blowing how many you can do. All right, I like this a lot. And I love this a lot because I feel like it's doing exactly what I thought it would do. It's pulling more of the two of these together. So it's got a more of a jasmine throw to it, which is what I really like. So definitely make this one. I am calling this one Spa Day Revival. We all need a Spa Day Revival, don't we? Absolutely. Hands down, we need a Spa Day Revival. Okay. All right. And last but not least, I'm going to pull another fragrance out. So this next one I'm calling Cashmere Calm. All right, so again, we're gonna stick with this moment of calm that I have here in front of me, and then I'm gonna pull in some Luxe Comfort. Again, so just a 2 fragrance recipe, pretty simplified. So for those of you that like more of the fresh fragrances, comforting fragrances, maybe a hair feminine, this would be for you. This could go on a spa. Cashmere Calm. Moment of Calm and Luxe Comfort together. So a lot of fun, a lot of good, really, really great fragrance together combined. Got a lot of love for this one. So definitely make this one. If you missed out, Moment of Calm is still available. I will say, like, when I went home after PZTV on Tuesday, I actually had sprayed this in my bedroom at noon on Tuesday, and I still smelled the remnants of Moment of Calm. It has got such a powerful staying power, like powerful throw, all of that, and that was the room spray that I used. So what I love about Pink Zebra products is that they come in so many different formats. So basically any of your rooms we can fragrance, and we can fragrance it headache friendly, and we do it well. That's what I love about Pink Zebra products, and then some. So all right, so the 2 of these combined, I just mixed them up, and this was your final recipe here. Cashmere Calm, a lot of love for that. So here's what I want to do. I want to again, I am not live. This is actually pre-recorded, so here in the studio in the morning. I want to tell you guys that we will be live. I will be back live on Tuesday, right? So you will see me again on Monday, and then I'll be back from my little vacation. I want to wish every single one of you a very happy 4th of July. Thank you for making my job so fun, and then some. Definitely stay tuned. That vault show is coming next Thursday, and so good. All right, so like I said, go enjoy your family time, do all the things 4th of July, make some of these recipes, definitely do some shopping. Both of those blend bashes were absolutely fire, so good, so many amazing new fragrances, and then some. So I'm gonna hop off of here, and I will see you live, I guess, Tuesday. So bye, friends.